Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Visual Effects Artists React. It's time to get storms going on.
We have back-to-back two outstanding movies, some of the craziest visual effects made by ILM. I mean, I have a feeling we're seeing mostly CGI. There's no way any of this stuff's real.
The visual effects here are insane. They're taking a shot of a car with probably some wind and fog maybe in the foreground, and then basically entirely replacing everything.
There we go.
Oh, there
it is.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's
you feel the turbulence there.
Not from an artistic standpoint, from like a VFX technical standpoint. Why is it blowing our minds? So the movie Twisters just came out.
Oh, shoot.
Do you guys want to see some super sick sims?
Let's go.
I'm gonna kick it off with, I think, the coolest sim in the entire thing.
Oh, wow. Starting strong.
Tyler, we gotta do something.
Hey, on your left, dodge!
Okay.
This is also ILM, by the way. Yeah, ILM's just been killing it with the storm effects.
Dang, son. Dang.
There we go.
Oh, there it is.
there it is.
That's what I'm
Oh,
talking
yeah.
about.
That's what I'm
You feel the
looking for.
turbulence
That's
there.
speed.
That's pretty
yes.
Like what is so important? Like literally it's a giant oil refinery that's blowing up and turning into an evil, like, biblical fire tornado.
They have a way to destroy tornadoes by having them suck up this powder that causes them to collapse.
Are these world-ending tornadoes, or is it more just like kind of getting in the way of something that'll take care of itself eventually?
They're just like, this is like an F5 tornado. This could like take out a town.
I mean, I have a feeling we're seeing mostly CGI. There's no way any of this stuff's real.
The visual effects here are insane. They're taking a shot of a car with probably some wind and fog maybe in the foreground, and then basically entirely replacing and like modifying everything. You're looking at a real car basically, and then a full CG world around it.
Yeah.
It's like the natural disaster version of like Cats, where like they keep the actor's face and then replace the whole world.
You know, they have this mix of different like fluid effects happening here, where you're seeing like the fire, but then you're also kind of getting this what's supposed to be water vapor or, you know, steam that's happening, and then you also have all like the actual, like, you know, particles of debris and stuff like that, and they're all kind of intermingling, and I don't know, it's interesting seeing how that's functioning together, like they're all working together in a way.
I think what is likely going on is they're starting with the tornado effects themselves, creating a velocity field, and then funneling density into that field to create the actual spiraling tornado. Once you have that velocity field, you can then shift it over to a fire simulation very easily, because fire is also volume-based. And then once you tether it all together, you render them all out, you know, you add the actual volumetric lighting and whatnot for the fire itself and all the other goodies. You get like this comprehensive combination of all these different simulations that started with one, but just tethered that velocity through a few others to make something even more complex and beautiful.
I do have a critique. It's not about the visual effects. It's 100% about the editing and the direction. And that is, I'm seeing these beautiful, beautiful renders. And it cuts away. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
I want to see more of it. Oh, there's a beautiful road. Oh, it cut away. That's weird. Okay, that truck's cool, but that giant tornado in the background's cool, but that's in the corner. And that kind of happens shot after shot after shot here.
You're so right. Like, I literally, looking back, I found myself just going like, oh.
It's like, oh, there's explosions in the corner.
That one, they held
one's
that
sick.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they cut away again. The explosion's
Stay
not
on
done
it.
yet. Stay on it. I want to see it swirl. I didn't get to see it. Before you can even see the fire swirl, they cut away. And they show you a reflection of it instead.
Yeah.
Well, that could
And then
also,
like, oh, sick fire tornado. But,
This one,
that's sweet.
but what if we just cut away from it?
come on, sit on it. Give me 4 times that length.
You know, like, I've heard that the tornado in Twister, and perhaps the tornadoes in Twisters, are kind of referred to as a monster in a monster film.
Whatever you're imagining for you personally can't be beaten by someone's interpretation of what you might like.
And I could see if you were adhering to that ethos that you wouldn't show the
Don't
monster
show
too much.
But we all go in knowing what a twister looks like. There's no mystery there. So show us something epic and just let us sit and bask in the glory of that.
Like when you have ILM doing the monster, like
That's
show
the
me
thing.
the monster.
Yeah. Especially when it's on fire. Oh my God.
Especially when it's on fire. Once again, there's some awesome renders of like the giant F5 tornado here at the end. All right, so she screwed the truck into the ground.
She's in there.
And she let out all the powder from the barrels. Check it out. Here's what it does to the tornado.
So much volume. Whoa, that's really cool. Ooh,
That's
fun.
See that?
I'm so annoyed. I'm
I know,
so
it's so,
annoyed.
it looks amazing. I've
I'm
never seen any renders
so
like
annoyed.
this.
So, like, I was
And
like,
the moment,
that was so funny. It's like it was like the most amazing simulation I've ever seen. And then it's like a slap in the, it's like a poke in the eyeball. They're like, you're like, what? You're like, I've never seen. I can't even tell you what's happening. And then they, oh my god,
Hot,
they
fresh
cut.
cinnamon rolls, and as you reach out, they just slam it on the floor. Why did you even show me that?
Why did you? What is?
Give it to me.
Wow.
Let me sit here.
Wow.
No, you need to know that she's still looking at it, Sam.
Here.
That broke me a little bit, Niko.
why are we so sad? What is happening there that makes that shot so cool? Not from an artistic standpoint, from like a VFX technical standpoint. Why is it blowing our minds?
This is the moment that we just built to through all the chaos. It's literally the exercise we were doing on creating the most unsatisfying render.
Yeah.
It doesn't let you just freaking get it.
It's the equivalent. I'm watching a marathon and I'm seeing all these like runners run up to the finish line. Right before everyone is about to pass through the ribbon, there's a guy with a cricket bat who sneaks out and slaps everyone in the face, and no one ever actually finishes the line. We just got this pile of marathon runners.
From a technical standpoint, like I've never seen a shot like this.
That looks
Yeah.
completely photoreal.
Yeah, that's the thing. You're right. It looks completely photoreal. I can't tell what I'm looking at here in terms of, I can't tell if this is VFX.
That's the beauty and awe of nature, is when we look at it and we go, oh my gosh. And they captured it here.
Yeah.
And I guarantee you the sim's longer than this.
And that move is crazy.
The
and it's
move
so,
is
like
crazy. And just
surreal and supernatural.
supernatural, something you've never seen before, which is why, I personally go to movies, a little bit of escapism. And then you get like the full scale, like the surrounding cloud being kind of like turned as well, like just on the perimeter
that
here,
swirl.
as the middle gets sucked through the bottom.
Like, as far as Twisters is concerned, the effects are amazing. And there's certainly a lot of great things about the movie. And like, by no means take our criticisms of scenes as like an indication that you can't like the movie or anything like that. I just want to see the effects shots be longer. Really, that's it at the end of the day, Pretty harmless ask from VFX artist React.
You have a little bit of setup and payoff over the course of like, 2 to 4 shots in Twisters, but in the original one, it's like, oh, no, there's kind of like sequences that are happening where it's like, here's an idea or here's a thing that might happen, and then things play out, and you kind of hold on to that for a little bit longer, which is, maybe I'm old, I don't know, but be able to have something to follow it with instead of constantly going to different aspects.
Well, I mean, imagine if you went to the circus to see the world's strongest man, and then in one of the circuses, they're hyping up what he's about to do, and then you see him and he does it, oh! And then they hype up the next thing he's about to do, and then you see him do it, oh! But then you go to the other one, and they hype up what he's about to do, and he goes, ah! And then they just continue to talk, and then they change what he's about to do, and then you're about to see him do it, and then just cut away, just continue talking. It's like,
And then he just does all the moves really quick at the end.
it's really quick. It's like, no, you want the build up for the show that you came to see.
Hey guys, I gotta tell you about something really interesting right now. It's actually my shoes. That's right. Just today alone, I've put at least 6 miles of walking on these. So if you haven't gathered already, well, today's sponsor is VESSI. Why are VESSI shoes so great? Well, they're lightweight, they're breathable, and they're waterproof. That's crazy. And actually, well, their newest model, it's called the Tidal, and I like them a lot. They have upgraded soles that are made for walking around, standing, being on your feet all day. They keep you comfortable. Yes, they have a tie, but they're slip-ons too. It's really cozy. If you don't know why VESSIs are so special, well, all of them are made with this Dymatex material. It keeps your feet cool in the summer, warm in the winter, and it's waterproof. So, you know what? These shoes are actually kind of got some speckles and stuff from actual day-to-day use. I've gone jogging with them. I go walking with them. Because they're waterproof, it makes them really easy to clean off. Throw them in the sink, throw them in a hose, throw them in the washer. It doesn't matter. Just wash them because they're washable. Dymatex is magic. It's like a magic material. I don't know why they don't use it for more things than just shoes. Oh, I know why. They actually do use it for tons of other stuff that's not for shoes. Come on, open your mind. Raincoats, jackets, bags. They're making everything with us. Hats, gloves. All right, so go to VESSI.com/quartercrew. You get 15% off a pair of shoes. It's a pretty solid deal. And honestly, they make solid products. I recommend it. We're going back to React now. See ya. Have you guys seen reload animations? Every once in a while, I go down the rabbit hole because there are so many people out there putting energy and creativity into them. Let's take a look. The reason I enjoy this so much, or at least I respect this on a technical standpoint, is because it's not like, oh, we're animating a whole character. We're trying to take the entire like ethos of this like moment, and it's just in the hands. It's like we're boiling down all the attention to detail and putting it within like, what, a 20th of the body?
Well, that's the thing. If we're talking about animating a body, the majority of the bones are in the hands.
It takes just as much like time and effort to like animate these guys as the entire rest of the body.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm trying to think, what, 3 times 5, 15?
So what percentage of your body's bones are in your hands?
We're talking 27 per hand.
15%. Or both hands combined, I would say,
27?
yeah. 25%.
25%.
26% of your body's bones are in your hands.
Whoa.
There we go.
Whoa.
That's what I'm
That's
talking
kind of
about.
crazy.
All right,
If
so
you
that
include your feet, that's probably like half the bones in your body.
Whenever somebody says, I'm gonna break every bone in your body, I think that's ridiculous. It'd be way too much work, but I could break half the bones in your body.
It's just the hands and feet.
Hands and feet.
it's an art form that I never thought would exist.
Yeah.
Just the idea that, like, all right, the first-person shooter is this universal game type. Like, everything needs a reload animation, so to speak.
Man, he's good.
He's very good.
Yeah, this is what the best looks like, huh?
Do you see that? There's like, it
Yeah.
kind of gets jammed in there.
Well, the fact that he's doing a thing that's like a not real thing, right? Like we can all imagine what this would look like, but this isn't a real thing. But yet he gives it this like reality to it
Yeah.
that just feels right. You watch it like, that feels right. He even has like smearing on the hammer when it's spinning at the beginning. Tossed in the
Is
air,
that
but
motion
smearing.
blur, or is that actual smear?
No, it's smearing.
Oh my God.
Oh, whoa, it is. Oh,
Oh my God. Dude, I totally missed that. Holy cow.
Yeah.
Has anyone dared to click on one of those games that these streaming services have tried to like push at you? Underneath like this video for Twisters, they're like, why not just start playing Tetris right now?
I did.
On
I did that
YouTube.
once on the toilet. Yep, guilty.
And then Netflix does this. Have you seen
Yeah.
this? On
Like download
Netflix,
our Netflix games that come with your subscription.
I was just trying to watch Pokemon with my son.
It just tells you what the motivations are with these things. It's like, guys,
Have you
Okay.
boys ever seen the movie Noah?
no.
No.
Wait, is this the Noah's Ark movie that?
With Russell Crowe and
With
Emma Watson?
Yep.
You know how people keep talking about reboots? Like, this really felt like a reboot that no one was really asking
This,
for.
brother, this was not a reboot.
Wait, is that a
This is-
golem?
That's a golem, dude. These are rock monsters called Watchers. They are basically fallen angels that have inhabited or have been confined to these rock bodies and separated from the creator.
Honestly, how does it, like, is this like Middle Earth where it's like a Tolkien-esque fantasy world? Or is this like straight up, no, this is Earth?
This is a very unique hybrid in that it takes place on Earth for all intents and purposes, but nothing besides humans and vegetation and the things that we're familiar with are from this Earth. Everything else is very fable.
Okay.
It gets a little crazy.
This is a little
Is this
crazy.
all types of birds or is this all one type of bird?
Oh, we got all types of birds.
Oh, no. You're telling me, oh no, the CG
Hold on,
artist.
slow down. We only need 2.
You're telling me an artist had to model like one of everything?
This is where it starts to get
Oh no.
Guys, it's just a flood. The birds are, you can float on water.
Did the asset management here.
You gotta learn how to be a
Wow.
duck for a little bit, guys.
The amount of inbreeding after this.
Oh yeah, it gets weird.
This is so impressive because you have to have an artist effectively model each one of these creatures or buy them and then rig them, but like it's a process.
Yeah.
Every single one. Not necessarily a long process, but a process.
I mean, that's just the birds. We've also got reptiles, snakes, and which are reptiles, and and these other land animals.
Man. And you're scouring it looking for duplicates.
Yeah.
I mean, they got
I mean, they're definitely, I feel like they're faking it a little bit.
You're gonna find one of each. You're gonna find 2 of each.
single
Man.
file, guys.
They're
Single
moving-
file.
They're moving in.
This must be like a procedural Houdini thing that just gives you like regenerated mammals.
It's interesting you say that. I'm gonna wait until we get them all in the house. See, we got some freaking hero bears and
Yeah, you
stuff.
got some heroes in the front that are custom made.
So many animals, dude.
So I see we're not even halfway through this film.
No, no, the big old flood happens dead on the halfway mark.
Oh, really?
Shocker, I know. There's plenty more going on.
Wow.
So if you're in this situation as a visual effects artist, what do you do? Like how do you try to solve this problem?
Well, I say, guys, boys, team. First off, I stand up and I get to the highest spot in the office possible because I know that we've hired probably like 1,000 people to help model these thousands of animals. So I stand up very high and I say, guys, first and foremost, every animal that we build is going to have the same number of bones and the same naming hierarchy for those bones, because when someone wants to make an animation, it's got to have to fit everything from the biggest elephant to the tiniest mouse and even the birds in between. All right? we need to keep things straight here. Noah's running a tight ship here. All right?
You're spot on, Sam. They grouped these animals that they wanted to create based on their movement, essentially, and then created a core skeleton for each of these larger groups. And on that skeleton, they built what are called variants, basically different body shapes, pretty dramatically different. And then on top of those, they built a variety of different pelts or colors and textures that they could put on. And then if you start randomizing the distribution amongst all of those, now you can start getting some significant breakup, and you can get tons of different animals and types of animals out of one core skeleton and a few different body types.
Oh wow, it's pretty sim in the water. Oh man, this is cool.
Isn't this dope? Look at this, bro. This is crazy.
I think he held onto that rope.
I know, yeah. 95 foot tidal wave.
Grip string.
This is intense.
Dude, if only any of the other people had a rope or a grip string.
The only rope out there.
The only rope on this boat.
It floats.
Crazy.
It's seaworthy.
So imagine you're just a dude and the earth begins to flood dramatically and you manage to crawl your way to the top of, I guess, a mountain peak or something.
Okay.
That's what leads us to our next moment. Which is like one of the wild, look at these people just trying to live and they get just wiped.
This is amazing.
And then they just start dropping down the rock face. Look at them.
Wow.
Like
This
this
is so cool.
That's very metal.
Isn't
This is
it?
rad.
Isn't that intense, man?
Dude, Darren Aronofsky coming in with the imagery.
That's like just taking that old school metal and ramping it up, man. And would you believe it? That's not all I got for you from Noah. This, to me, is the crowning achievement of the entire film.
Wow, honestly, I'm kind of already like, I don't need more. This is great.
We got him. But I want to give you this as well. Can you give us one time lapse that covers 14 billion years?
This is ILM doing it.
Oh yeah.
Is it just
Oh, I
like a
can't
bunch
wait
of
to see
crazy
this.
particles swirling around with a turbulence noise?
This is how they did it. And I think it's so cool.
Let's see. Let's see.
Let there be light.
Big Bang.
Well, I'm already correct.
All right. Pretty sweet. Pretty sweet. Ooh, interesting.
Formations.
Little stop motion. Ooh, volumetrics. Nice. That's cool particle work. Oh, cool. Man, the atmospherics are really nice.
Isn't it incredible?
I love.
Forming.
I love that they're actually pausing and holding frames for like the actual evolution a little bit.
Yeah, this is
Like they're
kinda
not
nice,
hiding it from
actually.
you. Sick.
Isn't that dope?
This is
Oh my
rad.
god. This looks like the craziest like stable diffusion thing.
Wow.
Yes. Niko said AI
Wow.
earlier, and I'm like, bro, I got a shot for you.
Yeah.
This is so well done.
Oh yeah. But what about life?
Oh, he's walking.
Wow.
Reached, baby.
Love it. This shift to like the style, to like photography up close, macro.
It's
My God, every frame being a new model effectively and being a new background. And this is the era before like generative AI. We could probably kick out like a bajillion like generic backgrounds.
yeah. This is all just brute force. The sheer number of environments that we're looking at. But then
Nice.
there's another element of this is super, super cool, where it's basically highlighting how once there's like the fall to sin, we get violent with each other, and it takes you through the history of human violence in just one shot that's coming up. It's so, so cool. About to turn up.
Oh yeah.
Look at that, dude.
Hell yes. God, what a simple like actual effect though at the end of time too. It's like just costume changes in the background, but like it's so powerful. I love stuff like that.
Oh.
When you watch it, you're like, this hits and it didn't cost $1 million to do this
Yeah.
shot. This shot you could do for like $200 on Amazon for
Yeah.
costumes.
It took over a year to do that shot.
It's interesting, once again, on that like line between biblical story and mythical story, to have a fully fleshed out evolution sequence
Yes.
in a Noah's Ark movie.
Mm-hmm.
You're right. So it's kind of both.
Kind of both. Just unbroken,
That's pretty
like
sweet. That's
Yeah.
pretty amazing.
incredible.
That
Raw
is-
vision.
That's incredible.
That's incredible.
Pixar's Incredibles too. Hey, if you like what we do, consider supporting us on the website, corridordigital.com. We have an extended version of our reacts there. You want more of this episode? Stuff that's too spicy for YouTube? Well, that's over on corridordigital.com. See you later.
Bye.